Hello, humans. I would like to directly address one of the main criticisms that I have about these videos. No one else has written in to say, wow, what the hell are you doing? This is me, because I watch them too, and I go, wow, what are you doing, Addie? And the reason I do these videos is twofold. First, it allows me to get out ideas that I can later spin into a larger form, into one, like do a more in-depth thing for Addison's Agenda, or talking about my disability that I can turn into an episode of In Bed with Heads. Or, maybe people will ask questions about things here and I can turn it into an Ask Addie. Random Bits of Thought really are random bits of thought. They're rants about what's going on in the world. And that's basically it. It's a way for me to start thinking aloud in a format that it forces me to coalesce my thoughts. That's the other part. I'm neurodivergent. I have ADHD, which is way more than squirrel, as I've said before. And one of the things about being neurodivergent is that we tend to have what's called a webbed pattern of thought. We don't think linearly. When we think about something, our brains go in multiple directions sometimes, and we bring in things that seem unrelated to others. But if you give me a few seconds, I can actually tell you how I got from here to there to there to there fairly quickly, way more quickly than I can explain it. And when you see me here, when I'm doing this, and I'm pausing, I'm stammering, I'm saying, I use the word yeah a lot. Yeah. All those kind of things. Often what I'm doing is choosing among the different pathways that my brain has taken me on. Because sometimes, when I pause and I'm just staring out into space, what's really happening is I know there's like 4 different directions that I can take this line of thought, and I have to pause myself, bring it in, and go in just one direction. And honestly, sometimes in these videos, sitting here recording, talking to you, I go in directions I was not anticipating. I come up with thoughts that that I didn't intend to. I didn't mean to go there, but I went there. And it opens up the conversation for myself, not just for you all, but for myself. And then I can later go back and think about this new path that I've opened up. It is when I talked about having advantages over neurotypical people in my previous video about ADHD. That's what I'm talking about. I don't see the world the way neurotypical people do. I have a different way of processing information. That's what that is the meaning behind neurodivergent. We don't think like neurotypical people, and it does give us disadvantages. Focus issues, executive control issues, time blindness. Yes, that's all true, but it also gives us the ability to see things differently, to open up new patterns of thought, to want to know what's over there. That's the explorative aspect of having ADHD. And that's kind of what these videos are. It's me exploring a topic and hopefully taking a few of you on the ride. So if you watch these videos and you're thinking, what is this weird trans chick just rambling on about? The rambling is the point. The point of these videos is to give people some insight into how, being neurodivergent can actually be an asset. there's lots of people, lots of business leaders out there who agree with me. Richard Branson, for instance, has actually said, I think having ADHD is something that has helped me. Who else? Adam Savage from Mythbusters and all his web stuff, you know. So yeah, it is something that I find advantageous in ways, and these videos are about exploring that advantage. So now you know why these videos are kind of dumb. It's because I'm thinking things out on camera. So with that, I'll leave you. Check out my other videos, my other series that some of these, not all of these, will become part of. All right. Peace and long life.